for the Santa Taniaga City Umaalog incident. So please turn off your cell phone and your IEP should be present. So it should be available with you. So I am Arjan S. Escolto, the Planning Section Chief. I will just discuss to you the objectives for the operational period during the regarding the Umaalog incident. So our first objective, ensure the safety of the responders and the general public during the operational period. Next, conduct search, rescue, and retrieval operation at Barangay Masama within operational period. Next, conduct clearing operation at Barangay Masama, Maliit, and Malaki within operational period. Next, restore power and communication lines at the affected areas within operational period. Next, conduct fire suppression at Barangay Maliit, Mapait, and Maliwanag within operational period. Next, provide medical assistance to injured victims at Barangay Masama within operational period. And our last objectives, establish camp coordination and camp management for the affected population within operational period. Next, and to discuss to us the current situation updates, may I call on the Operation Section Chief, Sir Mar Joseph Wasay Coro.
Thank you. Good morning. Here is the initial briefing and information gathered about the 5.8 earthquake magnitude that has happened yesterday. Communications have been disrupted in various parts of the city. However, we have determined that ham radios are still able to communicate. We have received initial reports from our police officers that severe damages of buildings in the southern part of Santa Taniaga and around 100 people are injured. We also have reported missing and family members are searching through the rubble of destroyed houses. Southern part of the city, especially Barangay Masama, seems to have been hit the hardest with communications disrupted and power outages. Water and sewer lines have been damaged and around 100 people were reported injured and there were 10 confirmed fatalities. Meanwhile, Barangay Maliit, Mapait and Maliwanag, which is situated in the north, appear to have received lesser infrastructure damages than the south. However, there are reports of several fire outbreaks resulting from a gas tank explosion. We also received a word from the main road connecting Barangay Maliit, Malaki, and Barangay Masama have been blocked due to damages and debris pile up. That's all for now.
Thank you, sir. For our weather forecast, we have a fair weather condition with 18 kilometers per hour wind of southwest and temperature of 27 degrees Celsius. Again, we are calling again the Operation Section Chief to discuss to us the operational assignment.
We have created several task force. May I call on the task force SRR? To be led by Som Digo to be deployed in Barangay Masama. We also have the clearing task force to be led by Man Kiki to be deployed in Barangay Masama, Maliit, and Malaki. Task force Restore led by Chinky Anzi to be deployed in Barangay Masama, Maliit, and Malaki. We also have the task force Fire, where are they? To be led by Gori Lia to be deployed in Barangay Maliit, Mapait, and Maliwanag. We also have the task force Medical to be led by Joy Ines to be deployed in Barangay Masama. And finally, we have the task force Eva. Where are you? donkey to be deployed on the camp management.
Thank you, sir. Next, to give us the safety briefing, may I call on our safety officer, Russell Aprena Cabi.
Everyone, this is your safety officer, Russell Cabia from Team Asia. This is our operation of Bumalog incident. This is the safety plan. Number one, body system. Always don't be separated. Wear your PPEs and be high-visibility vest. Always follow the rules and the operation plan. And if there's an action, you must report to the team leader or the immediate command center. That's all, ma'am. Have a good day and take care always.
Thank you, sir. Next, to discuss to us the logistical concerns, may I call on the logistics section chief, Madeleine Candela Agustin.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Madeleine Candela Agustin, the logistics section chief. Equipment are already available and other medical resources. Please refer to Form 205 for the communication plan. There will you see the designated channels for the command and for the technical functions. Be guided that in case of emergency, as a responder is in distress, all major traffic must stop and give way to the emergency message. Make sure that all batteries must be fully charged prior to usage of it, and don't forget to bring extra batteries. Now please refer to Form 206. Kindly notify your team leader for any injuries, as major ones will be transported immediately to the nearest medical center. Meals and drinks are located beside the command post. Please get for yourself if needed, as we will not be delivering those.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, to discuss to us the financial and admin concerns, may I call on the finance section chief, DPJ Pascapagano.
Good morning, everyone. On the part of finance section, we have enough fund and we don't have any problems on the fund. But please may I ask all the team leaders to give the documents or the receipt that we will be needing so that we don't have any problems in liquidation. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, to discuss to us the updates and information regarding the incident and other concerns, may I call on the Public Information Officer, Derek Magalang Lambon.
Good morning, responders. I'm Derek Gambal, your Public Information Officers. We are expecting a lot of media asking for this incident, so we will hold a press conference after this meeting. Thank you.
Next, may I call on the liaison officer who will give us the updates on the coordination with other agencies and resource sharing and information exchange to support the incident response.
Good morning, responders. With regard to the other agencies and additional manpower, I already coordinated the provincial PNP and BFP for the additional support, security, and rescue, DOH for medical support and health services, and also to provide us medical supplies. I also coordinated with the local businesses for some logistical assistance, the INEC to help us in the immediate restoration of power supply, and telcos for the possible immediate restoration of communication services. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And for the closing comments, may I call on our incident commander, Donna Labilla Isigere.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming and cooperation in this incident. Please consider that we should be prioritizing the safety of our community, but we should not compromise or set aside our own safety. If you have any concern, please coordinate with your supervisor. And lastly, as we are dealing with the challenging situation, let us not forget to pray and ask God for protection and strength. God bless us all.
Thank you, sir. And finally, the next briefing is scheduled to be tomorrow at 0:45 hours. All section chiefs and designated personnel must attend and ensure all necessary reports and updates are submitted before the meeting to facilitate an efficient planning process. So to ensure a smooth flow of operations and accurate situational awareness, all task forces must report to the designated areas at the end of each operational period. Reports should be submitted in a timely manner to assist in the planning of the next operational period. If there are urgent concerns relating to the operations section immediately, thank you for your cooperation and commitment.